Ooh, hello everyone. Welcome to Sunday Spotlight. We are Dr. Dundee and Marcy Nettles. We're your presenters tonight, and we've got some exciting information. And I'm literally so freaking giddy excited about this. Cannot wait to share this information with you because it's the perfect time. And it's also the perfect response to what's going on is really going to determine how fruitful your business is and how the people around you respond. So we've got some great information to share, but also a little bit of tell them about that
Yeah.
YouTube channel, will you?
Well, Team Freedom Reigns on YouTube. That's where you can always find our recordings from these calls. You can also find the recordings of any opportunity presentations that we've done, or maybe even some that we've seen that are really great. And so we'll put them in there for you to be able to grab. You can get into the Team Freedom Reigns YouTube channel with the QR code right here. Make sure that you subscribe, ring the bell, get notifications so that you get notified when we upload new content. And we are uploading every single week. So please make sure you go and subscribe. All right, guys. So this week, I mean, heck, we have got 4 full days left in the month of October. And I sure hope you guys know that we're not done yet,
Oh,
right? 4 days is a lot of time to do a lot of good in helping people get activated in their wellness as well as in their finances. So this week at a glance, and I hope that you've got more events going on in your area or you're creating your own events to be sharing this amazing opportunity. But tomorrow, be on the lookout for your email from LifeVantage for the Monday Momentum call or email that has all of the information for the different calls that are happening throughout this week. Then on Tuesday is the Momentum Live. The Zoom details, if you can hop in live on that call, are going to be in the email tomorrow. So make sure that you've got that, or they will be putting the recording up on the US LifeVantage Facebook page. So you can also go and see it there. Then Tuesday, there is also the This is LifeVantage overview where an executive consultant, which by the way, the executive ranks,
they're blowing up.
it's like blooming big time with new rank advancements. And so we're looking forward to each and every one of you reaching the executive ranks as well. But on Tuesday and Thursday nights, there is This is LifeVantage overviews for you to be inviting your prospects to. It's great for you to hop on and see how different people present the information, but your business multiplies when you invite people to be on those overviews. So yes, you get on, but be inviting people to take advantage of these overviews. And then we also here on Tuesday night at our house in Surprise, Arizona, if you know anybody in the West Valley or even in Phoenix, Arizona, let them know that we have a meeting here at our house. You're invited to send your guests. Just let us know if you've got people coming so that we can be on the lookout for them and we can help you enroll them into your business. Okay. So this is a week at a glance for LifeVantage this week. There can always be more. And hopefully you're booking meetings in your direct area as well.
Word.
Yeah, word. All right. You want to introduce this call
Yeah, so
topic?
we are super excited about what happened recently on the 13th day, meaning the 24th of the month, 13 days after we launched this brand new GLP-1 activating system called Mind Body. The Mind Body Core, the Mind Body Enhance. And here's something too. This was something we saw coming. We were fearful of it coming. I wouldn't say fearful. We were fearfully optimistic, but told corporate 50. So when we had the club 55, so this was how many days ago?
Just
So 60 days plus ago. We were in the room up in Park City, Utah, when the people that were for the Rise Retreat qualifiers being introduced to this new product launch that we were just starting on day one. It was actually the day before we started. Say, you know what? I hope you guys have enough product because what we're excited, what we're feeling, what we've been telling people about, the buzz is off the charts. We've never felt anything like this. And corporate said, don't worry about it. When we learned our lesson when collagen came out, in fact, we 10x'd our inventory based on running out of our collagen at the collagen launch, which was prior to this, the biggest previous the biggest previous product launch in company history, where in 6 weeks we ran out of collagen. And they said, we learned our lesson. We ordered 10 times more units than we did of collagen. We got enough to take us to the end of the year. It's like, are you sure about that? It's like, yep, we're sure. No problem. Well, 13 days after we released this product, the warehouses were empty. And corporate had what I call an OSHIT moment
We blew their
for
minds,
a
basically.
good thing. I
Yeah.
mean, think about this. Every single product, whether it sells or not, has everything to do with supply and demand. Is there a demand out there? If there is, you'll sell product. The question is, do you have enough product to handle the demand? And even bigger than that, how long will that demand be the demand? Those are things. So we've never released a weight loss product before. We had to go by market research. So the company did a phenomenal job of studying the numbers. 74% of the US population is overweight, 36% are obese. Here was the thing I truly believe they miscalculated on. One, the power of 55 fired up people having amazing results that they were sharing, their before and after results, which in my opinion were stronger than the before and after results and quicker than they were for collagen.
Absolutely.
And people were fired up. Now, 74% of the US population does not know they need collagen. But 74% of the US population that's overweight, they know they're overweight.
Yeah.
And the people that are obese, that 36%, they know they're obese. And most of them are trying to do something about it. And there are options out there for them. But those options have side effects. And the options, some people are not willing to trade the side effects for the benefit. So they end up being what is called learned helplessness. Enter 55 people and their teams influence and that influence. And then 13 days into this, we got dust on the floor of the warehouse because there's no product left. Now, there was people that responded to this with being upset. They were freaked out. What's going to happen now? Worst case scenario. But let me remind you what happens the day after Thanksgiving when those big screen TVs go on sale. Or remember what happened when fidget spinners came out and everybody wanted to get them for their kids for Christmas and then you could not find them? Guess what? When you cannot find them, oh well, so sorry. But how many people care about fidget spinners now? Like 1 year, done. The demand is gone. People will always, always, always be wanting to lose weight. They'll always be wanting to make money, and they'll always be, if given the opportunity, wanting to do both at the same time. And if what was out there, other than what we have, was truly working, the statistics wouldn't be getting worse. They'd be getting better. And more people every year are obese. More and more people every year are overweight, despite the fact there's options out there. That's what puts us in such a strong position because supply and demand. But think of this from an entrepreneurial standpoint. If you're getting ready to launch a business, would you want a product that appeals to the minority of the population or the majority of the population? And would you want to appeal to that population if they had multiple options that were working? The bottom line is it's the majority of the population and the options are not working for them for long-term satisfaction, which puts us in the driver's seat for the biggest and best product launch in company history by far. And I have a slide that's going to show you, how do we know that? What's the pulse? How do you get that information? Why would you say such an outlandish thing, Dr. Nettles? Wait till you see why I say this.
Yep. So before we get there, I want to kind of give just a comparison to you to before we actually launched to where we are now. So before we launched, we were all like, get on my list. If you want to get on my list, right? And so we were getting these big lists of people as they were seeing what the Club 55 were sharing our before and afters. We were teaching about what our GLP-1 was going to be as far as we could. We couldn't even tell them the name of it. And people were saying, I want on your list. I want on your list. And so we had like a list of like 50 people, but only about 25 of those ordered, right? Where we had people that were like, well, can we pre-order it? Can we pre-order it? And we had to tell them no. Right? And so we lost some people because we couldn't pre-order it. And there was only 55 people that were really sharing any information on our new GLP-1 system that was coming. Well, fast forward to now. We don't have 55 people.
No.
We have like 55,000 people.
Or more.
That are now sharing, oh my gosh, I'm sleeping better. Oh my gosh, I've already lost inches around my waist. Oh my gosh, I'm already down 5 pounds in 7 days. Oh my gosh, my energy is crazy. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And so we have got 55,000 people that are posting on social media now or opening their mouths and sharing this information now. And now we don't have to say, get on my list. Now we can actually get them to commit and get them to pre-order. which means you can have volume going into your business right now with pre-orders. And so that's why we're super stoked, super excited that we sold out. Because what this means is that there is many of you out there that when we came to this launch, you hadn't really done your work. You hadn't really created your list. You hadn't done, what needed to be done to get those people ready to purchase, right? But guess what? Never fear. Your second chance is here. Yes. Okay. And as a matter of fact, this is going to be so much bigger of an opportunity for you in being able to build your business right now than it was then getting people on your list. Okay. So are you ready to move forward?
Yeah. But let me say one last thing. So before the people who purchased all of the inventory in 13 days that made it such that we don't have anymore, these were the people that were saying, well, how much does it cost? We can't tell you. What are the ingredients? We can't tell you. What's the name of the product? We can't tell you. What are the results? We can't tell you. That's the kind of thing. And they wanted it anyway. So now that everybody knows what's in it, how much it costs, what the before and after pictures are looking like. Oh, and was there any scientific backing behind it? Is there any studies? We can't tell you because we were on non-disclosure agreements. And so were all of those Club 55 people. Well, now none of that exists anymore. And you think it created a buzz when people didn't know anything and wanted it. Now that everybody knows what's in it, what it is, how much it costs, how affordable it is compared to the other options out there that don't work with no side effects, no losing muscle, no shots, no prescriptions, that's crazy, my friend. So if you have an entrepreneurial bone in your body at all, even if it's the smallest one in your the body, or even if it's like your hyoid bone, it's okay because the proof here is in the supply and the demand and how quickly we sold out. That right there should make you go, oh my gosh, because the people that saw it coming, it did. Corporate was literally caught by surprise. They're no longer disbelievers. They were never disbelievers. It's like, well, I'm not sure because we've never had a product like this before. Now check out what's happened. 13 days we sold out of what we're supposed to have in inventory for 90 days.
Yeah. So now you have pictures of like Dr. Don D with his pants falling off because he's lost 18 pounds in 65 days, right?
Crazy.
And it's nuts the results that people are getting. And now you have all those resources that you can be using. And the most important resource that you can have is your own story. And so that's why we have been so encouraging of you to make sure that you take your before photos, make sure that you take your measurements, and don't wait until you hit your goal to do your afters. Be doing your afters at least every 2 weeks, right? So that you can be sharing your progress because that's what's going to get everybody to buy in and say, let me order now, right? So I hope you guys can feel the energy here. I hope you can feel how excited we are. Are you excited? We want to know, are you excited? Please put in the comments how excited you are. And, and even give us your favorite emoji for knowing that now you have the opportunity to do the work that you did not do before the actual launch to be able to take advantage of what's coming because it's going to be even bigger than what the launch was. Sure. So, and the company's going to be prepared this time. So let's continue on here. So attitude is everything. So pick a good one.
Seriously. So this is really the point. So how you show up and how you talk about this scenario, meaning we have no inventory and the greatest product launch in company history is how your leaders and how your team members are going to show up and talk about it too. And the reason I say this is I saw some posts, I saw some comments. How unfortunate is this? This is really disappointing. I can't believe we're out of product. How could we let this happen? All negative, negative, negative. What these people do, now I understand you want something really bad. The hype has been there for a while. You've seen some before and after results, and you just didn't pull the trigger in time to get your own. Because some people would say, well, I really want it, but I want to see how you do. I don't know those people in Club 55. I do know you. I'll wait until your story. And it's okay to wait. But the people who wait sometimes get left behind. Now, the good news is there is no leaving behind here because we know now what we've got our hands on. But if you're disappointed, you're acting like this is a bad thing, I would encourage you to flip that thing around, because if we're talking about the demand, why would people want something so strongly if it wasn't working? Why would people who want to build a business want to build a business around something average? when they could have the you mean it sold out in 13 days? And the people, the corporate, the CEO himself said you would have enough to have that there would be no lull at all. And it sold out in 13 days. That's when people that are business people go, we need to attach our anchors to this because this company, this product is going places. And then when they know what the product does and who it's for, and what kind of offer or what kind of options it's offering to people that don't have anything near this. That is an entrepreneurial person's dream, my friend. So please flip that around. Look at the optimistic side. Say, well, I know you can't get it, but get on the list. Pre-order it now. Let them charge your credit card because when it happens, you're going to be first in line and you're going to get it. And think about the anticipation of wanting something, not getting it. And what's going to happen this whole time while they're waiting for theirs? They're going to see more and more and more before and after pictures, hear more stories, watch more rank advancements. That's the kind of thing as an entrepreneur and someone who looking to be healthier, those are the two best case scenarios you could have. So please flip that idea around, flip that understanding around and start shouting from the rooftops how big this opportunity is because that's going to affect the momentum and the growth of your business. And think about this, the timing of the year. More people are focused on whether or not they're overweight right now than any other time of year because we've got holidays coming up. And then even after the Thanksgiving holiday, going into Christmas holiday, what's the number one or number two thing every single year, hands down, without fail?
I know.
New Year's resolutions to either lose weight or get in shape.
Oh, and make money.
And we have both. It's 1 and 2, flip back and forth. Make money, lose weight. Make money, lose weight. Year after year after year after year. Talk about predictability. Those are the patterns. That's the supply and demand. When you have an opportunity and a company and a product that's publicly traded, no secrets, scientifically backed, no trust me on this, it's going to work, science proven, people that want transparency can go find it. And you wrap that around a business model that handles the two biggest demands that everybody wants every year, you cannot get better than that. No. They talk about, I don't know what's better than the trifecta, the quadrifecta, but that's what we've got here. And so understand this, change your thought process, embrace the fact we have no product, embrace the fact it was the fastest sellout in company history because that speaks to the business opportunity and the demand of the people who want the products. And without product sales, we have no business. That's the entire point here. This is crazy.
Yeah, so just be excited. I mean, because things happen, right? I mean, circumstances spring up around us all of the time, but you have the choice on how you respond. And so make sure that your attitude is the positive, excited. Oh my gosh, we've got to get you signed up right now so that you're first in line to get your product when it's available, right? So your attitude is everything. You have the choice. You have the choice of how you show up for those people around you. And by the way, energy will attract energy. So if you are having the right attitude with the right energy, you're going to attract those people that are just ready. They're just ready to go right now. So just know that you're in complete control of you, right? If you think that something else should go exactly your way, you're always going to be disappointed and upset. So get rid of those expectations and just have the expectation that you're going to handle every circumstance with the right attitude.
You know what just hit me?
No,
think of
not me.
No, not you. But think of this scenario. What if Daniel Song and Rachel Pekarik, who I think are probably the two best presenters we have in this company, open the doors, they walk out, and they're standing in front of the Shark Tank. And they're talking about, we've got this amazing weight loss product. These are the statistics. And I trust me, those people that are sitting on that panel know what the weight loss statistics are because there's been many, many products on that show. And it sold out in 13 days.
I'm pretty
and
sure
these are the before and after pictures. Are you kidding me? I bet you it would be a bidding war among all 5 of those people because they're entrepreneurs and that's what the whole show is about. And what do they always talk about? What are your sales? What are your projections? What's your valuation? What kind of history do you have as a company? What kind of sales have you had with this product to date? They would be freaking out.
Not to mention
that's
at
the
least
kind of thing I'm talking
3
about.
of the sharks would be like, put it in my belly right now because I got a big belly. So just saying that I'll want the product as well. Okay, so again, when it comes to you and your attitude, if you are looking to build a team, even if you don't have a consultant on your team yet, you need to be thinking of yourself as a leader, and you need to be going as fast as you possibly can. By the way, it's the pedal on the right.
Right.
It's the pedal on the right, the gas pedal, right? You want to be accelerating your efforts. You want to accelerate your emotion, your energy, and your invitations, right? You want to accelerate your belief. You want to accelerate your knowing of where you're going with these amazing products and helping people achieve their goals, right? And so the speed of the leader is the speed of the team. So maybe if you don't have a consultant on your team yet, it's because you have not been going anywhere yet.
But I know where they're going, and
But I know where you're going now. Do you know where you're going? Right? Do you know what to do with pre-orders and how to get those pre-orders? Because the thing about pre-orders, anybody that pre-purchases the product right now while it is on back order, they are going to be like the first people in line on Black Friday. They are guaranteed to be one of the first to get that deal shipped to them, right? They are going to get the product shipped out to them first. So we want to talk about pre-orders, how to set that up. And it starts with you. It starts with you and your posture, how you're presenting it, and what you're recommending to people because of what you know they will have as their results.
That's right.
So let's talk about pre-orders, shall we?
Yep. And there's no speed limit here. There's no speed limit signs. There's no radar guns.
I didn't think there was a speed limit going to Vegas yesterday either. And it was all good. It was all good.
Until I saw how fast you were going.
And then he told me to slow down. It's like, come on, man. Come on, man. Okay. So we actually used these next 3 slides and are using these 3 slides in our opportunity presentations. And this is how we are presenting. Yes, they are the next ones.
No, not the very next one. We still have one more before we get into those, unless you moved them around.
And I told you I moved them around.
Okay, so there you go.
In the next 3 slides, we've been using them in our presentations. And last night, the presentation that we did in Las Vegas, Dr. Danny ended up having 2 brand new consultants join her right there, right then, as well as having some people that were on Zoom that are ready to sign up like now. Like we're going to have them signed up before the end of the month. She just hit SC1 and she's hitting SC2 this month. And she's still in her fast track period, guys. So let's get busy and let's show you these slides and the posture that you need to be showing up with. Posture. And it doesn't necessarily mean, but yes, you should be standing up. You should be standing up taller because you are feeling more confident. And by the way, if you've been on the products and you haven't shared your story yet, if we have time at the end of this call, I'd love to open it up for some people to share. Yes. As a matter of fact, and I'll Emmy, if you want to hop on Zoom with us, you could share your story too. I'd love for you to do that. And we would love for you guys to start putting your stories into Your Body Activated, the Facebook page for your prospects and for your customers, okay? Because when you put your stories in there, it's giving more of that credit or accreditation or support to what we're sharing with people by seeing your results in there. So please start sharing your own stories into the ATM page of Your Body Activated on Facebook. So we're going to move forward here. Maybe there we go. So this is the first slide that we use when we've gone through the presentation. We've talked about all the benefits of the MB system. We've talked about Protandim NRF2 and TrueScience Liquid Collagen and about how important they are all together. Just really putting the emphasis on those products together, right? And then we get here and we're like, well, we have officially sold out of this amazing GLP-1 system, right? But we have got the best opportunity for you because we can get you in line to get it shipped to you first. We want to help you get your order placed today so that you are first on the list to have your system shipped when it's back in stock. So we're not telling them when it'll be back in stock. We're not telling them, giving them any expectations, any of that, but we're just telling them, let's get you in line so that you can be first, okay? And then we move to the options for enrolling as a consultant. We tell them the benefits of enrolling with a pack. And these are the 3 packs that have the MB system involved in the pack, okay? And then what we do is we explain to them, if you purchase the multiplier pack, it's for you plus 2 other people. So if you have somebody that is either your spouse or a best friend that you want to get started right away, and then you have one for somebody that you want to have as a consultant to work with, that you can give them this these products, and then when they get their pack ordered, they will give it back to you. Okay, we make sure and tell them, all right, you're going to get started on those 2 products we said that were so important to help increase your collagen by 100% with Protandim and True Science Liquid Collagen, reducing that damage inside of your cells. Those 2 products will be shipped out to you immediately, and you will be first in line to get your MB systems as soon as it's available. Okay, that's how we talk about it. This is what you do. This is what we recommend. And then we tell them there is also the premium pack and the executive pack. They're basically for a single individual, because there's a 30-day supply of Protandim and collagen, as well as a 30-day supply of the MB system. And the same on the executive pack. It just comes with some of our other popular products as well. So just kind of differentiating it as being, it's like, this is for you +2. You've got enough to be able to share it with somebody else and get somebody involved with you. And then premium and executive is product for 1, pretty much, right? And then we tell them the same things. This is what will be shipped to you right now, and this is what will be shipped to you as soon as it's available. Not one of them even balked at it, okay? Nobody has given us an eye roll, a nothing, because they've seen the value. They know what they want because they've been fighting their weight too, just like all the rest of us, and they want what we have, and they're willing to wait in line for it.
Mm-hmm. And
So,
imagine the excitement too when somebody is at a presentation, they see it, they're excited, and you hand them that bag you see there in the multiplier pack. It's like, well, here, start yours tomorrow, and when you order yours, give me a kit back. They don't have to wait the 3 to 5 days typically, and sometimes it's even more now because of the demand and the excitement and just the sheer number of orders that the company has had rolling in. Craziness. That's powerful, my friends. That's why having something on hand while somebody has made the decision, while they're excited about it, they literally start the next day to begin their journey and begin their story. They don't have to wait 3 to 5 days. That's the power of this multiplier pack. It was genius.
yeah, the only thing I would reinforce on this is that make sure that you're not just handing product to somebody that has not placed their order yet. You want to help them get their order placed first.
Yes.
And then you'll say, oh my gosh, I have this that you can get started on. And when you get your products in the mail, you can give it back to me. Then you don't even have to wait until it's back in stock. How cool would that be for people, right?
So cool.
Yeah. So definitely have the posture when you're presenting these products. And then for customers, we do give them an option so that they can get started right now, because what we've seen is that people that have their guts somewhat in order and are somewhat used to having some fiber intake, they are having a much better first week, right? And so they're not having as much bloating. Maybe they're more regular throughout that first week, because a lot of the time in that first week to 10 days, people that have not had the fiber or maybe aren't drinking enough water, they might get a little stopped up or might get a little bloaty. But we want them to know that you are detoxing. We want them to know that you're getting used to having fiber, and we need to make sure that you're drinking enough water. But one of the options that you can give them is the Healthy Gut Stack. And then when we set you up on subscription, we'll make sure that we put the MB system on your November subscription. Just keep in mind, you'll be a little bit further back in the line of people that will be receiving the product, right? And so that is the first option. And then there's the Healthy Weight Stack. Get started on the Healthy Weight Stack. You'll get Protandim NRF2 shipped to you today or as soon as you place the order. And then as soon as the MB system is available, it will ship out to you. And then exactly the same with Premium Stack. And by the way, the Premium Stack is brilliant.
Money.
It is brilliant. You get your Protandim NRF2 at such a discounted price that it is crazy how inexpensive it is. And so you can have that as part of your selling point, right? You're getting like Protandim for more than half off when you purchase this premium stack. And you'll get the Healthy Glow Stack shipped out to you immediately. And as soon as the MB system is available, it will ship out directly to your door. So your posture, how you present it, and people are going to say, okay, let's do that. And they even added Axio onto both of their orders last night too.
Yeah.
So just know that your posture is everything. Yes, there is other systems. There is other stacks that are available for people. You can give them different options with that as well. So absolutely. And if you wanted to use the stack that has fat burn in it, that too could be helping them get primed for the fat burning process. So that's definitely an option, Carol. Thanks for
Yes,
bringing
yes.
that up. These are just the three that we have on the slide for the opportunity presentations we're doing.
Absolutely. So, in summary, what have we learned so far? One, by the launch. Two, by the demand. Three, by how rapidly we sold out of product, blowing everybody's mind. Again, 13 days. What have we learned so far? Well, first, we experienced the most rank advancements so far. We still have 4 days left in this month. The most rank advancements in a single month in company history.
Including a new presidential.
Including a new presidential. Way to go, Pam Gordon. So, unbelievable. And again, with 4 days left, and the most and best before and after results, again, in company history. So,
I
with
would
collagen,
say in any company history.
I would say so too. So we have two products that have kind of, so like Axio, most people feel Axio within about 15 to 20 minutes. It's probably our fastest, most demonstrable product, unless you take that 10-minute challenge with True Renew, which is pretty amazing too. And then obviously with our collagen, within 14, 7, 14, 28, 30 days, whatever. Imagine if Axio and collagen, just simply results and feeling, had a love child and had a baby. It would be the MB system, because people are feeling phenomenal. They're sleeping better, crazy energy, thoughts, clarity of mind, and obviously seeing inches come off. And some people are having pretty profound weight differences. So the biggest rank advancement bonus, or biggest rank advancement numbers in company history, and the most and best before and after pictures in company history. And both of these things, the reality of that, was created by the demand of that product, the MB system, that created the fastest sellout again in company history. So we're breaking records like crazy. Now, do we have people that say, oh my gosh, I wanted it so bad, I can't wait till I can get it? Yes, but if people literally turn away and go for something else, then maybe they weren't really there to begin with, because that should speak to the power of the results that this product offering is giving people, and the business opportunity too. So the fastest product sellout in company history for the business-minded people, you can't get better than that.
No.
That is the optimal as far as potential success in business, showing results. That's what we've learned. And now what we know is there is no more guesswork. Will people want this product? Oh my goodness, yes. Are they getting results? Oh my goodness, yes. Can you build a business with this product? Oh my goodness, yes. So those are the kinds of things that literally this story could not be scripted any better. It really couldn't have been.
No. So we have got challenges for you guys. Okay. Are you guys up to figuring out what goal you're going to set for the next 4 days? Because we still have 4 full days left in the month of October, guys. We have already broken records here in the team as well as in LifeVantage. And so what goal are you going to shoot for in the next 4 days? Is it going to be an enrollment goal? Maybe you're going to go for seller tracks. That is 750 in new sales volume in your business, where you personally sponsor consultants and customers. You have to have at least one consultant with 150 in sales volume to be able to qualify for a seller track. Or if you enroll somebody on the business pack or the multiplier pack, you automatically have 750 in volume. And so that counts as a seller track. So do you want to go for one seller track before the end of the month, or do you want to go for 2? That's 1,500 in new sales volume before the end of the month and earn 2 seller tracks. So that's one of your options to choose. How about a rank goal? Determine how much volume you need for your next rank advancement. If you're not quite sure how to do that, reach out to the person that enrolled you or somebody that's part of your support team to be able to help you figure out how much volume you need and where it needs to be in your organization for you to rank advance. And then you want to divide that total amount by 240 in sales volume. That's how much volume there is for the premium stack. The premium stack has 240 sales volume. That's the stack that has the Healthy Glow stack, Protandim, and collagen, and the MB system. And then you just figure out how many new customers you need on the MB system, that premium stack, to be able to hit that rank goal, or how many new consultants that you need at however much volume they bring in do you need for that goal. And then the third is a seller level goal. Where are you now? Maybe you're an onyx and you really want to go for a sapphire. Well, an onyx is 500 in sales volume, sapphire's 2,000, and it's got to be customers' sales volume that you've personally sponsored. So that would be 1,500 new volume that you need before the end of the month. Divide that by 240, and that's going to tell you how many new premium stat customers you would need. Or you can do it in any amount of different products that these customers want to purchase, okay? So put in the comments what you're going to do for your goal for the last 4 days of the month. We're going for at least, no, actually 3, because I want 10 tracks before the end of the month. So 3 tracks is what we're going for in our enrollment goal. And then, we're shooting for a new rank goal this month too. And we're praying, okay, God, let's do this, right? And then, of course, of seller level, we actually hit diamond for the first time this month. So we're super excited about that. And many of you have been hitting new. Amanda Brooks, oh my gosh, girlfriend, you're on fire. You hit diamond as well as rank advancing and doing all kinds of things. So fantastic job, guys. So let us know in the comments what you're going to do for your goals. So Linda Linscott, she wants 2 more customers for a possible rank up. Heck yes.
Awesome.
April said she's already hit, a new rank last week and plan to hit sapphire before end of month. Awesome. Yes. Hey, in April, if you hit a new rank last week, why not go for the next one this week, right? You never know. 4Ds can bring a lot of volume there, right? So great job. Carol's going for 2 tracks, sapphire, and payout at MC1. Yes. I love that, Carol. And it is so within reach for you. So good. That's awesome. So let's see if we've got anybody on here on Facebook telling us, because we want to shout you guys out too. Yes, and me. Yes. I love that you took that challenge when I called you. Great job there. So Emmy also said something about she's on day 6 of the MB system and she's already lost 2.5 pounds. She's feeling so great and she has no more food cravings. Woo-hoo. How huge is that, right? How big is that? So we're going to go ahead and stop the share here now. And if you're on with us live, let us see your face. Yes, Dr. Bruce, MC1, yes. MC1. So let's see your faces if you are on here with us on on Zoom. Hello, guys. Hi, Teresa. Hi, April. Hi, Rick. Dr. Bruce, so good to see you. Hi, Linda.
Dr. Bruce.
Yay. Carol, hello. All right, any of the rest of you that can come on and show us your faces, would love to. Now, this is what we would like to do. Nice hat, man. Nice cowboy hat. And love shirt. I love the CEO love shirt. That's awesome. All right, so is there any of you that would like to share your experience on the MB system so far, on how you're feeling? Just raise your hand if you would like to share, because we would love to hear from you. And nothing too small. Go ahead, April. We'd love to hear.
Hi, y'all. April Renicky, Reading, Pennsylvania. I actually just took my 2-week measurements tonight, not very long before I hopped on the call. So I'm down a total of 3 inches in my waist and 2 inches in my hips in just 2 weeks. And I'll say I didn't jump back up to 4 scoops this week. I stayed at 2 scoops. I have a live event coming up and I wanted to make sure I had powder to sample. So I've only been doing half of the scoops and I'm still continuing to see inches go down. I'm still noticing, a reduction in appetite. And for me, it's been a real win on portion control because I grew up in a household, you ate everything on your plate. Like my grandpa was no fuss, no muss about that rule. And I've always been a person who sort of ate so that I wasn't hungry later. And I'm not doing that anymore. And it's fabulous.
I love it. I love that so much. There's so much power in that, knowing that even though you're taking half the powders, keep in mind that the powder is what supplements the 2 capsules, right? The 2 capsules is what activates your GLP-1 hormone. And so that's the most important, but of course the powder is super, super important too. And I love the idea of you rationing so that you can share with other people so that you can get them on. Yes. Smart girl you are. Smart girl.
You got to do what you got to do. Like, honestly.
That was genius. At the meeting we did in Vegas last night, Dr. Danny Buddha did the same thing. So she mixed up a little bit of the Axio of all flavors and gave people the opportunity to taste the Axio with the MB enhanced product, the powder. And as a result, both the people that joined her last night as consultants added Axio to their order because they loved the flavor and they got a chance to see the capsules, taste the flavor. And that's one of the things people is it going to taste good? And everybody was just over the top about how well it tasted, and mixing it with Axio added another product to the order. So it was great job. Great job, April.
Yep.
Yeah, that's been, I have to say too, that's been a really easy conversation this week of talking about like how I'm mixing it. And I wasn't a humongous everyday Axio person before, but I'm finding having this conversation, it's making it easier even to talk about Axio because it's an easy ad, like just like you said.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Absolutely. Great job. Thank you for sharing that. So I want to share Mary Ellen here. She's hoping for 1 enrollment as she's talking with a couple of women now and hopefully 2 customers. Yes. Yes. You are going to do it. It has already happened, Mary Ellen. You are amazing. You got that. And Emmy, you're 100% on point. Follow up using ITT, right? So that's something that you should be thinking about is look at who you've already talked to, go back to them and follow up. Make sure that you're following up with everyone that you've talked to that has not said yes yet, and share with them. It's like, oh my gosh, I just saw some new before and after pictures. Marcy's lost 15.25 inches in just 9 weeks. Can you believe that? It's like, you've got to see these, right? Because you share enough of those before and after photos and they're gonna be like, dang, I kind of want that, right? I kind of want that. So anybody else want to share? Teresa or Rick? Rick, you were saying you were feeling really good. You want to share?
I got some. I'll be right back.
Yep, I've been 1 week on the GLP-1. I did weigh, today. I'm down two pounds, which is great. The other thing that I'm noticing is just, I think once you realize you want to lose weight, you're always more conscious of it. So there's a little bit of the psychological of not reaching for something when I could. The thing I've noticed is not that I'm eating probably any less of the main meals, but my snacking has literally stopped. I can walk by the malted milk balls and the crackers and the peanuts and not feel like I have to reach in and take a few just to get me through. So that has really been a blessing.
That's amazing. I mean, because when you think about those snackings and the grabbing here and there, that adds up. Even though it doesn't seem like very much when you're eating it, I mean, you're probably throwing in hundreds and hundreds of calories extra every day just by those snacks. And Don D was exactly the same way. And he's going to show you guys, a result of not snacking anymore. It's kind of funny. Go ahead.
Okay, so got to set the stage here. So maybe some of you know, maybe most of you don't know, but back in the late 80s when I was going through undergrad and college, I was an exotic dancer for a couple of years, helping work my way through college. And I had this routine that I would do to the song called Open Arms by Journey. And I would come out as this construction guy and open my lunchbox and kind of have my heart broken. And as the song's going and just, you know what exotic dancers do. So I don't need to tell you that. But this was the tool belt, the exact tool belt that I wore back then when I was 22, 23, and 24 years old. And I've kept it all these years with the goal of wearing it and doing a routine for this one right here. Well, the other night I tried this on and I thought, because it's been literally hanging on my dresser for how long? We've been together 13 years.
Yeah.
It's been hanging there for 13 years. I put it on the other day and it almost fell off my hips.
Almost fell down.
So I'm smaller
legs.
now in my waist than I was when I was 22 years old, and I'm 59. So it's crazy. So the look on her face was pretty.
You need to do that as a post. You need to do a video
do that.
Because seriously, how funny would that be, right? Wouldn't you guys be like, people would think that would be hilarious, but make a point, right?
Or like, oh my gosh, I can't believe he did that.
59 years old with a smaller waist than when he was 20?
22.
22.
Yeah.
Crazy. Love it. Thank you for sharing, Rick. And by the way, when Rick first hopped on Zoom with us, I was like, dude, you're looking really good. Seriously, you look like 10 years younger since the last time you were on Zoom with us, which was only a few weeks. So good to see you. So good to see you. All right. Anybody else want to share anything? Dr. Bruce, you have anything else you want to share on your results?
Well, let's kind of state about where it's at because it's been Cushelle's birthday. So we've been kind of snacking on stuff that we shouldn't be doing, but it is her birthday week, actually birthday month. So I really haven't noticed any change in my weight. I did lose the 7 pounds and I'm kind of staying there, which is fine because I'm ahead of the game and it's supposed to be 1 to 2 pounds a week. So on Tuesday will be actually 2 weeks into my journey. So we started a week ago Monday, and so it's been great. So I have options of either yes when they had donuts this morning to say no, or bagels is to say no. But I don't feel like I gotta have those things. But of course, when Chriselle has her dessert for her birthday, I gotta have some of it. So anyhow, but it's been great. Better. Yeah, that was yesterday. So she's 55. She's a new speed limit.
I
She
love it.
she had a great time. And so we had a big event at the church and plenty of energy. It was their fall festival, and I wasn't tired, and I like the fact that I get better night's sleep. Because a lot of times you're just tossing and turning stuff like that, and I'm getting used to the consumption of more water, which has been great for me because you got to have those fluids to be able to pass those toxins. So it's been a great experience. This GLP-1 activation is wonderful. So it's nice, and people do like the flavor of. So I just give them a little bit. I'm going to try to do the other where I save some for others and give you even more. But it's nice to have a little something that they can actually sample and to say, oh, that actually tastes pretty good. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, of course they can't sample the pills, the capsules, so they just get to look at them.
Right.
But
Exactly.
it's been good.
Super easy. Well, so what I heard there though was that Chriselle had an amazing birthday and she was celebrated the way a queen deserves to be celebrated.
Yes,
You ate right along with her and you didn't gain any weight.
right. So
That's
that's
a
a
big
positive.
deal.
That's a
That's a
positive.
big deal because otherwise I would have. So it's been good.
That's a big deal.
Can't wait for my measurements on Tuesday though.
Oh, I can't wait to hear about it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
so good. Thank you so much for sharing.
You
Linda,
bet.
do you want to share? What kind of results have you had so far? There you are.
I'm on day 6 or 7. I don't know. I haven't really lost any weight. It isn't my big goal, but I'm realizing I need to drink a lot more water. And that was a shock to me because I drink a lot of water. I eat really well, but I'm not sure how much fiber I actually eat pre-MB. So it's a learning curve for me. I'm like figuring out like what do I need to do to feel good because I'm feeling a little bit bloated the last 2 days. So I'm just drinking more water. And I do measure tomorrow, so I'll know if I've lost inches. Um, my daughter, on the other hand, has lost 4.5 pounds in less than a week. So I was
Amazing.
really excited about that because, yeah, yeah.
That's
So
amazing.
about sleeping, I mean, everything, the snacking's gone. So I know that down the road, my weight's going to be where it's supposed to be. But right now, I just have to kind of keep tweaking things until I get the right formula with the water and stuff.
Yeah, just make sure you're getting enough of those fluids because in that first 7 to 10 days, I've been seeing a bunch of different conversations around where the toxins that are being released from the fat that's being broken down to be burned, those toxins are getting out into your system. And if you're not drinking enough water, you're actually going to have more retention. Right. And
Yeah.
so you will kind of bloat and you will kind of look like you've maybe even gained, right? Where in reality, it's just you need to have something that can flush all that out, which means drinking even more water in the beginning than you think you would need, but it is important.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So thank you for sharing that. And thanks for sharing your daughter's success. That's awesome.
And it's one of the things that's classic example of what you heard from Dr. Bruce, how he lost 7 pounds in the first 7 days, and the last few hasn't lost much. And then other people haven't lost anything in the first few days, and some people have really profound things. That's the power of activation. And here's the situation. Every single person, when they start activation, their body has a hierarchy of needs. So sometimes people's gut needs to get healthy first before they lose weight. Sometimes they've got to get rid of toxins that their fat cells have been storing. Sometimes they've got to get hydrated. Sometimes they've got to build up their good gut bacteria so that the food can process to be able to be moved through. And other people already have that in play, and they can go ahead and start releasing the weight right away. So that's the challenge when you've got so many people in the same time frame starting the product, and the results are completely all over the place. But that's the whole beauty, that everybody starts at a different place. So an activation has a hierarchy of needs. Your body knows what it needs when it needs it, and sometimes all those other things need to happen first before either the pounds come off, the inches come off, the toxins come out. But just keep going, because that's the thing, consistency over time. And if you look at the results from the study, on an average of 9 pounds lost initially, and then in the first 8 weeks, and then then on an average of 25 pounds over the next 4, or so an additional 16 to 17 pounds the latter 4 weeks of the 12-week cycle. So just keep going. Everybody's having their own very unique but very normal experience, and hydration is important. Fiber is important. Gut-brain axis building is important. And taking the product correctly and consistently is important. And then ultimately, everybody will end up where their unique needs are.
Yes. Thank you for pointing that out. All right. Anybody else on here that wants to share what's going on with them with the system? We've got several more
I
of you.
can.
Please,
If you-
Jennifer. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? Sorry, I didn't get on last week. I totally forgot. This is Arabella with me. So I haven't noticed much weight change, but I have a scale that does my body fat percentage, and I went down 1.5% in body fat. So I was like, oh, look at that. And I've got a lot more to go in that because I was like, crap, I have way more fat than I realized. But the thing I've noticed the most actually is that I'm sleeping a lot better. Like I'm sleeping so much better. Like I used to be what I'd call a light sleeper. Somebody woke me up, I wouldn't be able to go back to sleep sometimes for hours. And now it's like, oh, if anybody wakes me up, I just roll over and go back to sleep. And I'm like, oh, I'll take that any day over losing weight, honestly, because I love my sleep and I need it to work during the day. So yeah, there we go. So that's like the hugest thing that I've actually noticed benefit of. And even I've almost felt hungrier in a weird way, but that's because I wouldn't eat often enough when I work lots of time. So yeah, so it's like a good kind of hungry in that sense, actually.
Are you making different choices in the food that you're eating?
Yeah, well, so I've been better about like packing food to take along with me. Can you stop swinging that above my head, please? Thank you. So that's the better choice I've been doing is like actually bringing more food and then being more realistic. Like if my day runs longer, like what am I bringing along? And I have like things to snack on that are better snacks in the car. And I also, if I do eat, I'm actually eating vegetables as a snack instead of chips. So that's a huge difference too. Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah.
And that 1.5% body fat being down, that's huge. That's why it's like when we look at the scale, it's like don't get married to that number of the weight, right? Because if you're losing body fat and you're gaining muscle, again, muscle weighs more than fat, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
So
for sure.
that's amazing. Great results. Thank you for sharing. Thank you. So,
Thank you.
okay. So Kathy, we see you. We do see you. Let's see. She was told that she needs to drink 120 ounces of water a day. Does the water you use for Axio count towards your 120 ounces?
I answered that.
Oh, did you? But here we're going to answer that. Anything any liquid that has anything more than water in it is not counted towards the water you need for your hydration. If you drink Axio, that's separate in ounces. You need to be drinking like this. I carry around with me full of water all day long, and I fill it up probably 5 times at least, right? So you need to make sure that you're getting enough of just plain water for the hydration, okay? Not mixed with Axio. Is there any other questions there? Let's see here. Let's keep looking here. All right, awesome. I think that's it. Anybody else that wants to share that's on here? Carol, you're on here. Do you have anything you want to share? And if so, awesome.
Well, yes and no. Can you hear me?
Dan, hi.
Okay. Yeah, we're doing good. We're feeling like we have both Joe and I have a lot more energy, and my sleep is better. Joe's sleep I think is better too. One of the things that, and I don't necessarily have food noises, but I still have habits. I kind of, come about 10 o'clock at night when I'm watching TV, I'm used to having something to eat. And it's not that it's screaming at me, but I wish it would just say, don't.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, and habits are definitely things that we have to work on to break. Your brain is going to help you with that but sometimes in the beginning, you do have to make some conscious decisions too. And just knowing that if you eat that close to bedtime, that digestive process is going to disrupt your sleep, and it's really hard on your body to digest when you're trying to sleep. just keep reminding yourselves of the things that you're trying to do that's good, and you don't want to be, kind of like, I'm trying to think, it's like nullifying the good that you're doing, right? So just remembering those things.
And one of the things, go ahead. Sorry, Carol.
We're losing inches. We're losing inches.
Yes.
And pants are fitting that didn't fit last week. So,
well, hey.
Yeah.
You're winning.
Absolutely. Well, a couple of things I wanted to comment on. So when we have habits or we've got routines that develop into habits, they say it takes about 21 days to create a new habit. But if you look at habits as like a chemical addiction or a behavioral addiction, anytime there's any kind of an addiction, it takes a cycle to break it. And when you do something that you normally have done and it turns into a habit, and now you don't want that, but you're in the same scenario, you're watching TV, you normally would eat during that time. When you have the willpower to say no, your subconscious mind goes, that's interesting, that's new, that's not normal. And then if you do it again, you can literally, in shorter than 21 days, especially in something like this, reprogram your subconscious mind, and your subconscious mind will stop reminding you that you've eaten during this time. You're normally watching TV, and it will start saying, well, wow, I guess she controls us rather than us control her. And that will break it. But then again, if you do something different for 21 days, you can create a new habit. And again, when we're talking, and I'm not saying this is an addiction, but it's very similar to people that have behavioral addictions, like gambling, as an example. It's something they do over and over and over again, and it becomes part of their life. Or versus chemical, like caffeine or cigarettes or something like that. It takes time to break it, but a new habit can displace an old habit. And when your subconscious mind is on your side, you can't lose. You just got to be consistent. So great job, Carol. You and Joe are doing fantastic.
Yeah. So we got a really good suggestion for you too, Carol, from Beth. She's a new team member that also has experience in medical. She said, try chewing gum at night. Yeah. And then that way you're getting that chewing sensation. And a lot of the times, just like with smokers, a lot of the time it's the habit of the hand movements or different things that we do that is part of, what we want to break, right? So try adding in gum for now, just to help you break the cycle of eating the food. And then you can start cutting out the gum after you've broken the food cycle.
Good call, Beth.
Yeah, so good. Good stuff. All right, guys. Anybody else want to share? I think that everybody that's on here has shared. Let me double check that we've got everything. And good job, Emmy, out there doing your follow-ups. Do it. Go, 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 girl. As long as there's time left in the month, we're going to work, right? So let's go. All right, guys. Well, we hope that you have caught the fire. We hope that you are, a little bit better positioned with your posture and understanding of, I'm seeing Cammie now. Cammie, did you have something you wanted to share?
I just wanted to say hi. And it's been 3 weeks since Kansas City, and I have not stopped traveling, which is amazing for me. I never have done this. And so there've been road trips and grandkids and all kinds of different lifestyle changes, right? And I've done the best I could, but I've really been on and off it the whole time. But still, my energy level and the bounce back, I've never been able to do this. So I haven't even been looking. I tried to weigh myself today, and the scale actually's battery went out after years. Okay, so I must not want to have to look at that. But, when I have stopped and got better control, I felt really good. But all this Halloween stuff is killing me.
You're doing fantastic, though.
Yes, exactly. And then so the other day I did a fast with my group, and it was just so wonderful. My body felt so good after that fast. So I know that hopefully that this week is going to even things out. And I've got my husband and my sister are on it now, and I'm so excited for them and their health. So God's good, and this is just an amazing company.
Amen. You look fantastic, by the way. You look like you're feeling good. So I'm so happy for you to be able to be out there with your family and all those that we know you love so much. Thank you for sharing that. All right, anything
Thank
you want to add
Yeah,
before we
I
close
just
out?
want, I thought that was a perfect way to end this. So, Cami, thank you for one, your vulnerability, and just no matter what, people have, nobody's perfect in this. So if you fall off the horse one day, get back on the next day. The key here is consistency. It's not being perfect. So if you miss a day or you miss a meal or you have a cheat, don't penalize yourself. Realize this is a long game. Nobody's perfect. And so don't even try to be. Try to do the best you can be. And that's how Cami said it. She's doing her best. That's all anyone can expect from any of us. If you have a bad day, have a great day the next time. But just don't beat yourself up. Don't quit. But just focus on your goals. Focus on what you want, whether it's fitting into the tool belt you haven't worn since you were in your early 20s, whatever it is for you. Make the goal and stick to it, because here's something I know to be true. You have the best support possible because everybody right now is on your side. So if you're feeling like there isn't anybody, reach out to your team, because your team wants nothing more than for you to get everything you want and you deserve out of this. It's just they're waiting. And if you're struggling with going after it, wrap your arms around somebody, call upon somebody, get someone else's confidence to help you through times when yours is lacking, because we're all here for each other.
Yes. All right, guys. So 4 days left.
4 days.
Set those goals. If you didn't proclaim them somewhere to somebody, and let's get to work. Okay. Let us know how we can help you, because we are here. We clear through the end of day on the 31st. We are here to help you. Okay. And remember, we've got a meeting at our house on Tuesday night. If you know anybody in the Phoenix, Arizona area, and you want to invite them and send them over, let us know if they say yes, because we would love to help take care of them, help them get enrolled, and we'll enroll them for you. So let us know if we can help you. Okay. All right, guys, we love you.
Love you
Let's
guys.
do
Great
this.
job.
Close out October. All right. See you.